Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm your host, Young Slim.
And I'm Kim.
And today is September 28th, right? Am I right? September 28th, 2020. Monday. And we are going over the results of Week 2 of the All-Star Touch Football League. Let's applaud Bill in Monroe Township, a.k.a. Williamstown, for accommodating our needs for the fields. Let's go. Now, Kim, how was your day of watching football yesterday?
Oh, it's all right. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Was there any exciting games that piqued your interest?
Well, the Braves almost blew it. So now I get it.
Yeah, no, you're not kidding. You did almost blow it.
You guys had it, and then, I don't know, your defense fell apart in the fourth quarter and gave up 3 touchdowns. Even the ref said it to you. He called you the Atlanta Falcons because he's like, you gave up 20 unanswered points in the fourth quarter.
I mean, when you have a lead, you make stupid changes.
You think that's what it is? Or you think it's like, you get comfortable, like, we're winning, and they're not going to catch up.
I think the team just got lax.
Just got sloppy, like, there's no way they're going to catch up. And then before you know it, they're like, oh, shit.
They're on our ass.
Yeah,
they're on our ass and shit, so it is what
but
it is.
I feel like you guys do tend to play down sometimes. I'm not saying it's not.
I mean, we were dominating that game. We dominated that game. It was 26-6, and, whatever.
But,
whatever.
I mean, you won.
A win's a win.
Rock Bottom put
sloppy.
Rock Bottom put the whooping on the hybrids, like a real whooping. That wasn't even a fair whooping to them. That was like practice. They was just out there throwing the ball around, and there was nothing the hybrids could do. They couldn't move down the field. They couldn't catch the ball. They couldn't stop the ball. Like, there was just nothing they could do. Rock Bottom was just running touchdowns down their throat, left and right.
That was a shame.
And then the GCR's game, GCR's almost lost, actually, to the Balboas.
Yes. Yo, let's applaud the Balboas for giving it a valiant effort and actually putting in all kinds of work.
Yeah, for a new team, I mean, they were out there trying. They were fighting.
Yeah, it was 7-6.
I mean, out of their 2 games that they played, they didn't get stomped down either game. So they're definitely.
What was their first game?
They've only given up 13 points so far. So.
Really?
Yeah, they only get Savages.
And they played Savages the first game.
Yeah, and they gave up 1 touchdown, and they just gave up 1 touchdown to GCR.
Good for them. They're gonna be something, eventually.
Yeah.
They're gonna be something eventually, but
And then we had the Ravagers almost beat Camden. It came down to the last play of the game to tie up the score and to go into overtime, and they dropped it in the end zone. I don't even know what my man's name was, but he dropped it in the end zone, and that would have tied it up, and the Ravagers would have took it into overtime.
That was definitely a close game. The Ravagers were fighting, man. I mean, I don't know if that's an indictment on how good Camden is, or it's how good the Ravagers really are. But they definitely were they were out there rocking with them, man. Like, they definitely were putting some respect on their name.
All right, so let's go over the scores. The Braves beat the Slough 32-23. Steel City put a whooping on the New Washington Township team 48-6.
Whew.
The Ballhawks beat the Panthers 35-12. Camden beat the Ravagers 31-23. The Prospects put a whooping on the Ravens 40-6. Philip Stakes beat the Savages 28-6. Rock Bottom shut out the Hybrids 40-0. And GCR beat the Balboas 7-6.
Wow, there's some real blowouts there.
Yeah.
There's some real blowouts. But yeah.
I mean, there are also a lot of mismatches too.
Yeah, there's some
like
clear
you had
mismatches.
Washington Township against an elite team, a new team against their first game in the league against an elite team. Of course, that was going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
Same thing. You had the Ravens against an elite team. Of course, that was going to be a blowout. The Ravens are still somewhat of a new team too. Of course, that was going to be a blowout. I mean, they're struggling. They're still trying to get their footing. They're trying to get their grounding still.
They're trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out
they're having quarterback issues and stuff like that. So they'll get it together. Hopefully,
Okay.
They stick it out.
Okay. And what else we got?
right.
Stakes and the Savages, right? That was a blowout.
No, Panthers. It wasn't really a blowout. It was 28
Yeah, that's a blowout.
Philip Stakes and the Savages.
Yeah, that's a blowout, dude.
The Ballhawks and Panthers.
What Rock Bottom did to the Hybrids was unholy.
I mean, I stopped watching that game. I stopped watching it. I actually taped it. I got to put the footage up. I'll put it up tomorrow. But it was when I stopped taping it, it was 32-0. I'm like, I'm just done. They don't need to see anymore.
Davis madness.
Yeah, I'm sure Rock Bottom has gotten enough footage from. This wasn't even a fair matchup for them.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was a lot of mismatches. A lot of.
So the game of the week.
Actually, B-level teams against elite teams, and of course they got blown out.
So I would say the game of the week was the Hybrids. I'm not the Hybrids. The Ravagers.
And Ravagers, yeah.
Ravagers versus Camden. Let's
Definitely.
get some insight. Let's add John. Let's get some insight from John. Let's add John.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, 1-score game. That was rough.
Yeah, and the fact that it came down to the last play of the game that would have took it into overtime, where you guys could have possibly won.
Well,
I don't know his name. A man caught the ball and
Sean.
then it slipped out of his hands. Or I don't know,
Yeah,
it
hit
the ground. I was like, your team was jumping up like, yeah, and then they're like, no.
Yeah. So, it was 21-13, so we still would have had to go for the 2 after. So we would have had to make one more play after that. They beat us by 8. So, but still, I mean, that would have been the play to give us a chance because we made enough plays to give ourselves a chance to win. It was just that one, and Camden put a good rush on like they always do, and we had to make a tight play, and it just listen, it is what it is. When you're playing a team like that, that's what it's going to come down to.
I mean, you guys played a hell of a game, so you guys definitely
I was so proud of my guys. We came out, it was 21-7 at half, and we scrapped back, especially on that last. So right before halftime, they were going to score, and we held them out. And then on that last drive, we picked them off at the goal line to give ourselves a chance for that drive. So, I mean, that was 2 big stands by the defense. And to be honest about it, Egan wasn't there, right. But they had all their other guys from what I could tell. I don't think Val didn't really play.
No, he said he hurt his leg last week, and then Jeff was talking to him after the game, and he said he didn't play. He has to go get an MRI.
Yeah, he was in a red hoodie the whole time. But, I mean, Craig was there, Bam was there, so.
Nokin, all their guys were out there.
Yeah, all those guys, they were all there, and, we had a chance early to punch one in, and that big dude, number 9, made a great play. It was a pretty clean game. Each Scott and Bam each had 1 pick, so it's not like, they were messing up all over the place. It's a tight game, between 2 teams scrapping for it, and it came down to the last play again with them. Yeah. That's one of the things. So the guy Sean, who the ball went to on the last play, he was always to the last play with these guys. I'm like, well, look, man, they're the chance for that's what it's going to be. They're not going to get you easy. We're never going to. Not never, but hard
what? One of these days, that last play will go in your favor. That's all. One of these games, you're going to win. That's all you can hope for.
As long as we keep putting ourselves in that position to make that last play, it shows progression. I'll take that.
Absolutely. Your team has definitely stepped up and got better.
Yeah, I mean, they played their balls off. It's just.
That's all you can ask for. They showed up. They played their hardest.
It stinks to lose. We all feel the same way. We're all proud of ourselves, but at the same time, we're damn, man. And I don't want to It's not just that play either. There was 100 chances in the game to make that one play. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I've been telling
them always. It was so close. It was so close.
I know. There's so many plays that each of us are looking at that we each could have made. You know, if I could have just did this, or this guy could have just did that, or, you know, whatever it is, we're all looking at it like. But,
then you guys would be celebrating like the prospects were last week. Like, yeah, we beat them. We beat them. You're one play away from.
We heard them chirping while they were beating the Ravens too. So.
Yeah, they're definitely on a roll
next
too.
To us.
They're definitely on a roll too. Those guys.
I ain't mad at them, man. They deserve it. They deserve it.
Yeah, they're playing
well. Get excited.
It was funny. It was funny hearing them from the field across. Like, you know, they were up by enough that they could pay attention to our game and their game.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow. I can't say they haven't been tested because they did beat Camden.
Yeah.
That was a huge win. But you guys are running into another huge, definitely
I know.
Big opponent, man. Like rock bottom.
At second year in a row, we got to play these two back to back now. You know, so
that's all right. Get them out the way. Get them out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, and it's a good litmus test for us. It's a good bar. So, you know, my guys are hungry. We want to win. We want the test. We welcome it. You know, we went against Tyree a couple times in the all season, so it's not like they've never seen him before.
Right.
So, you know, and we played them last season, week 1. So, and you know, all my guys will be ready, and
you definitely can win. That's not a game that you guys are going to get blown out or nothing. That could go either way. You guys could definitely win that.
Well, we're never gonna back down and say we're not gonna beat anybody. So
right.
You know, we're gonna think we're in every game and come out.
Of course, you got to be confident in your team. Yep.
Absolutely. So, you know, when you guys. So when you posted that first video and it only had the first 2 seconds, I was so mad. I'm like, really? You're just gonna post the one play where we got? I didn't know what the heck you were
talking about. And he's like, what happened? He's like, Aaron just texted me, fuck you. And I'm like, I don't know. John just said something on Facebook too. I don't know what they talking about. And then when I went to watch the footage back, I'm like, oh, why is it black?
Yeah.
I thought just the thumbnail picture did come up. I'm like, none of the footage came up.
I thought you guys were jerking Aaron off, and we're like, we're just going to edit to the one play where he got, like, get out of here. Like, you got the guy, oh, my God. Like, because Aaron, the touchdown that we scored before that, he made one of the, I couldn't believe he held on to it.
Aaron scored it?
What's that?
You said Aaron scored it?
Yeah, he scored the touch before that drive where they drive down and we pick them off to get the ball back.
Yeah.
He scored that touchdown before that. He was the one in the corner making the catch.
Okay.
Phenomenal. Nook was on. I think it was Nook was on him. Just he had his hands between it. So like Aaron caught it going towards the sideline. The corner, I think it was Nook, had his hands between Aaron's hands, was trying to rip it out on their way to the ground, and Aaron just fought through it and held on. It was a great catch. I mean, everything's tight against them, so, there's no real, like the one you got on tape where the dude, where Boots picks up the first down where he's diving for the ball. Like, bro, had to be threaded in there right over those guys or you're not making it. I mean, that's just how throws got to be against them. So. Yeah,
that was crazy. I wish I would have saw that.
Yeah, because he was sitting there. Aaron was on our sideline talking shit. So, after the game, Jeff went over to his sideline talking shit. And Aaron's mom was like, you better not be talking about my boy. You better not be talking about my boy.
Nah, he played. All our guys play a real good game. It's tough. So how'd you guys game? I saw some early turnovers.
Yeah.
And then our game started.
I mean, this is our first week, you know what I mean? So, and we didn't practice. And Sean just came back from North Carolina. Yeah, let's applaud Sean.
Yeah, he actually drove in, got here 2 o'clock in the morning.
You didn't meet him halfway?
Nah, not this week. So, Tone, we're gonna get to you, Tone, real quick. Actually, go into the what you got. Hold on.
Blog Talk Radio.
All right. Welcome to a continuation of Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm your host. Huh? I'm your host, Young Slim.
I'm Kim.
Today's September 28th, 2020. We had technical difficulties for some fucking reason.
Yeah, we tried to use something on here that we can't use with the setup we got.
All right, so let's continue. Let's go back.
All right, let's say John.
All right, John, sorry about that, bro.
That's all right. I don't know what happened.
Me either.
All right, so we're going over to fantasy. Of course, I won. Again, applaud me.
Whatever.
Applaud
Of course you won that.
Tom Brady, who put up 35. Matt from Steel City, who put up 48. Philip Stakes, who put up 28. GCR's defense, I lost 6 points. And the Braves defense, I lost 23. I ended up with 82. John had JT from the Prospects, who put up 40. Vinny, who put up 7. Sean from the Braves, who put up 32. He had the Ball Hawks defense, so he lost 12 points. And Philip Stakes defense, he lost 6. He had a total of 61. He came in second place. Jeff had Egan, who put up 31. Well, it's actually Bam, who put up 31. Scott from the Ravagers.
Hold on. He didn't put up 31. They put up 21.
Oh, then Jeff's got even less than that.
That game was 21-13.
When did I get 23?
Wait.
No, that's the email. That's the email Bill put out. It's wrong.
Oh, he had the wrong score on there. Okay, so it's 21-13.
The Facebook page has the right score.
What the fuck, man? I even left.
I know. I emailed him and told him.
Shit.
Okay, so then you got 46. 46 minus 12. Yeah.
Which helps your defense then, Jeff, because we didn't give up 31. We gave up 21.
Well, Jeff got 34. So I got 82. John, you had 61. Jeff had 34. Because then he had Bam, who put up 21. Scott from the Ravagers, who put up 13. Ralph, who put up 12. But then he lost 6 points for the Prospects defense, and he lost 6 points for Steel City. He ended up with 34.
Boo! Well, whatever.
21 plus 13 plus 12. Yeah,
so how many other scores were wrong? Yeah,
I don't know. I can only account for mine. It was funny. I emailed Bill back, but I texted Eric. I said, "Yo, what's he trying to do to us?" He said, "I don't know where he got that score from." He's like, "But I put the right score on Facebook."
Oh,
he's always got a game wrong on the email. Always.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I was like, I don't really care because a loss is a loss. It doesn't really matter what the score says. But I was thinking in terms of fantasy, that's exactly what I was waiting for. I was like, yep. I was like, that's not happening. We're going to get the right score for that.
Wrong. Yep.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
Tone's not on yet, so let's get into our fantasy for this coming week. So we got Camden versus the Panthers, Steel City versus the Hybrids, Ball Hawks versus the Balboas, Rock Bottom versus the Ravagers, Prospects versus Washington Township, Philip Stakes versus the Sloth, Braves versus the Savages, and GCRs versus the Ravens. They're the games this week. All right. I won, so I'll pick first.
Whatever.
I'll go with Matt from Steel City against the Hybrids.
Oh, you think they're going to do a Tyree thing?
They might.
All right, John, you can pick second or third, whatever you want.
I'll pick second. That's fine.
Let's go.
I'm looking. So you took Matt?
Yeah.
I'll take JT.
All right, so he's got.
Damn, he's taking JT. Was he your keeper? Shit.
I mean, they're playing.
He didn't do anything bad for me last week.
Yeah.
And they're playing Washington Township. He just got blown away by Steel City. So.
Okay.
It's on to you. You got to stick with your defenses first.
Hold on. I got Camden. Oh, give me Egan or Bam versus the Panthers.
All right. Then you get another pick.
And then let me get give me give me the Prospects defense versus Washington Township.
All right.
All right, John.
All right, give me. Oh wait, this stupid thing says the Ball Hawks are playing the Ball Hawks. Who are they really playing?
Balboas.
Oh, the Balboas.
Balboa's got a pretty decent defense, man.
Give me Camden's defense versus the Panthers.
Then I'm gonna take Tom Grass. I was like, no, take Tom Grass. That was my pick. All right, I'll go with Tom Grass.
I was too. I changed my mind.
And then I'm gonna go.
I saw Tom Graff throw a bomb.
Yeah. He was
He
was just doing whatever he felt like.
Yeah, he was definitely dealing.
Yeah. I have the same picks I had last week. Matt, Tom Grass, and Philip Stakes.
That's your 3 quarterbacks?
Yeah. All right, then it's back to you, Jim.
All right. Well, guess what? Then I'm going to pick Sean again.
Oh, my God. Damn.
Well, I guess what? He didn't do nothing bad for me either. How many points you guys put up? 32?
You might as well pick Ralph against the kid.
Hell no. All right, give me Tyree.
All right, and you got another pick. You got your last quarterback.
So
we got Ralph, Hybrids, Balboa's quarterback, Scott from the Ravagers, whoever the Washington
give me either Dalton or
against the Ravens
or Vin Brady, or Dalton or Vin Brady against the Ravens. Yeah.
Right.
That's what hurt me last week. Vin Brady only putting up 6.
Yeah, but I think Dalton's going to be back. I think Dalton's going to be back against the Ravens.
Vinny's brother out there.
And freaking Vinny. Vinny played like bad.
Well, we gotta remember, Vinny's not a quarterback either.
Well, he thinks he's been
No,
Brady.
He's not. I just thought against a new team he was just gonna, just move the ball.
Light him up. Yeah, set it up.
Yeah, whatever. All right. What do I need? I need a quarterback, right?
And a defense. You got one quarterback, one defense.
All right. Well, I got one quarterback, one defense.
Yeah.
Give me. Did somebody take GC Irish's defense?
Nope.
Nah.
That's
All right, give me GC Irish's defense.
Wait, what defense did you say?
Me?
Yeah.
I thought I had to. You didn't even write my shit down.
I wrote defense. I don't know why, but I didn't write the name of it.
I said I had the prospects. At the prospects.
The prospects defense. All right.
At the prospects defense.
I got the rest. I just wrote defense instead of prospect. All right. So I need 2 defenses. So I'm gonna go with the Ballhawks defense against the Balboas, and then Steel City's defense against the Hybrids.
All right.
In fact,
now
you
need a quarterback, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got Ralph.
Give me Scott.
Yeah.
Give me
there you go. Scott from the Ravagers.
Gizzo.
All right, and then you need a quarterback. You need a defense, yeah.
Wait. Who's left?
So we got Camden's defense against the Panthers. No, he took that. I got Steel City. I got Ballhawks. So we got the Panthers defense, the Hybrids defense, Balboa's defense.
Who's playing Washington Township?
Prospects.
I already got that.
Prospects. Rock Bottom against the Rock Bottom's defense, Ravagers defense, Phillips Stakes defense, the Sloths defense, the Braves defense, Savages defense, and the Ravens defense.
All right, give me the Braves. Give me the Braves versus the Savages.
All right, so I got Matt from Steel City, Tom Graff, whoever Phillips Stakes' quarterback is, Ballhawks defense, Steel City. John's got JT from the Prospects, Sean from the Braves, Scott from the Ravagers, Camden's defense, and GCR's defense. Jeff's got whoever Camden's quarterback is this week, Tyree, whoever GCR's quarterback is this week, the Prospects defense, and the Braves defense.
Okay, let's go. All right, let me get into the about what happened.
Yeah, because he said he saw a couple turnovers.
Yeah,
in the game.
Sean was a little rusty. We scored on our first play from scrimmage. We scored 32 points. You can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't matter. But our defense let up at the end, and then, we just got to get a little – we just got to finish these games, man. We can't get bored because we're winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
stop playing and shit. So that's about it. We'll clean it up. We'll make adjustments. I got to do a better job, and then get guys in the right position to make plays. But who's that new kid that you had, man? That kid.
Oh yeah, was he number 9 or something? The white kid.
Number 1.
The white kid.
Is it number 1?
Number
who's
1.
That white kid, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about him, man.
That's Bucciaroni. He's the kid. He played in the league before. A couple of years ago, he went and played college ball for a while, and now he's done with that. He's back in the league. He played linebacker in college, and he's friends with Scott. So Scott kept tabs on him while he was in school, and he was going to play. He was going to play last season, but it didn't work out for whatever reason. But it turned out to only be 2 games anyway. So, we don't know if we would have got him later in the season or not. But
he was pretty good. That guy was pretty good, man.
He had some hands, man. That catch that he made for that first down was awesome. Awesome.
He made a catch just like that for our first touchdown. He had our first touchdown on a similar play, a little deeper, and he landed in the end zone. Same time, he didn't full out dive like that. It was more like just kind of. But he laid out for that one.
Sweet.
He laid out for that one. Yeah.
If you had to change the whole game all over again, what would you do differently against Camden? What would you do differently?
Like you said, I guess you kind of missed it. He was like, you're going back in your head and you're like, what if we would have caught this player, or we would have caught that player, or we would have did this, or we would have did that,
Well, yeah. I mean, we would have played. I'm not going to say what we played against them, but we would have definitely went to the defense we ran in the second half for the whole game. We were a little too afraid of the big play early, and we gave them way too much space. I'll say that much. Like, we were allowing them to do too much. Like, we were playing. I don't want to say scared, but we're playing too safe. We're playing too safe.
Too much respect.
We're playing.
What you mean?
Well, we're playing too safe. We were trying to. We were too busy trying to be perfect. Like, can't give up this and can't give up that instead of just playing. You know what I mean? Yeah. We were just worried about, like, this is Camden and we can't make a mistake and we can't, and then after halftime, it's like, you know what? Let's just go out there and play. Like I said, like, this is what we're going to run. This is what we're going to do. Here's who's going to call it, and that's it. And, it was a much better half. It wasn't enough. But I definitely would have ran that defense and made those adjustments and had that person making the call the whole time. That's what I would have did different. But as far as our rotations, then I could say easy stuff like what would we do different? Well, we would have caught that first touchdown pass and we would have caught that last touchdown pass. But every team could say that,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a drop. That was definitely a drop.
We had one on our first drive, and then the play after we throw a pick. So it's like, I wouldn't throw that pick, but then Bam could turn around and say he wouldn't throw that last pick. You know what I mean? So like stuff like that, I'm not even going to bother with. Like, everybody can say that stuff.
Every game.
Yeah. Like, you made a bad play. Okay, so what? They're going to make a bad play some point.
Yeah.
They're not robots. They're going to make a mistake. We're going to make a mistake. It's just who makes the least and who makes the last play. So, as far as adjusting, I would definitely do what we did in the second half earlier. That's what I would do. But
now,
takes a rock. Can't do it. I don't have a time machine, so.
Yeah.
So you guys are 1-1 right now. So
1-1. Yeah.
Game against Rock Bottom.
And you're going to get probably the best team in the league at this point. I don't know. It's between the Prospects and
I think Rock Bottom's still
Rock Bottom, but I think Rock Bottom's number 1. Is that the current?
Yeah.
Is this the current?
What is the offensive and defense record?
Who they beat week 1?
Who?
Rock Bottom.
Rock Bottom
beat.
Good question there.
They beat somebody.
Steel City.
Yeah.
32-20.
Yeah, I think Rock Bottom's the best team in the league.
I mean, they're up there. The Prospects still got a little work to prove before I can name them number 1 in the power rankings. Anyway.
All right. Well, let's go over the official offensive and defensive rankings.
All right. So number 1.
Oh, you got the right scores in there, or did you fix them?
Actually, I don't have the right scores.
No, we'll just go with what you got. We'll make adjustments
I'll fix
later.
it because I don't really think
because it's not that
matter
close. That's not going to matter. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So Steel City's number 1 with 88. Rock Bottom's number 2.
What were you doing? Offense?
Yeah, offense. So Steel City's number 1. They've scored 88 so far. Rock Bottom's number 2 with 72. Prospects are 3 with 66. The Ravagers are 4 with 63. Camden is 5 with 56. I guess those two numbers will be adjusted.
Yeah, we'll adjust them.
Yeah.
Sloth is number 6 with 54. The Sloth is number 6 with 54. Philip Stakes is number 7 with 42. The Ball Hawks are number 8 with 35. The Braves are number 9 with 32. Then GC Irish is 10 with 25. The Savages are 11 with 25. The Panthers are 12 with 18. The Ravens are 13 with 18. Balboa is 14 with 13. Washington Township's 15 with 6. And the Hybrids are in last place with 0.
The only difference is, like, a handful of those teams, us, Washington Township, Ball Hawks,
and the Hybrids.
And the Hybrids all only played one game. So
right, I was gonna say that. Like your 32 is one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one game.
Yeah.
And then which goes is 2 games. GC Irish is what was GC Irish? 18. Like GC Irish is 18.
25.
GC Irish is 25 was 2 games, and so
yeah, like we're
clear.
53 with 2 games.
Yeah.
That's
crazy. 40 and 13.
That's crazy.
All right, so then when we get in defense, the Ball Hawks is number 1 with 12, and again, that's only one game, but they still have given up.
Right, that's going to be skewed the other way now.
Yeah.
They've
given up the least amount of points in 2 games. Rock Bottom is number 2 with 20.
Of course it is.
Rock Bottom and GC Irish are tied for number 2 with 20.
They both played, so they're basically both number 2. Okay.
Yeah. Then you would say the Braves would be number 3 with 23. Philip Stakes is number 4 with 24. Balboa's is number 5 with 26. Prospects is number 6 with 31. Sloth is number 7 with 35. Actually, Sloth and Savages are tied for number 7 with 35. The Ravagers are number 8 with 37. Steel City is number 9 with 38. The Hybrids are number 10 with 40. Washington Township is number 11 with 48. Camden is number 12 with 57.
Wow.
The Ravens are number 13 with 71, and the Panthers, their defense, they just can't get it together with 75.
Wow. Okay.
75 is a lot.
That is a lot for 2
huge.
games. For 2 games, that is
huge.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's
well, they had their guys back this week, which they looked better. I mean, that helped them. I know they got blown out, but they just looked more confident with those guys. Yeah, like Shutdown was out there. I don't know the other guy's name with the beard and the bald head, but he was out there. Rays. Okay, yeah, he was out there, and then the other receiver Maurice was out there, the one that wears a hoodie all the time. But those are competent league players. Yeah, that helps them a lot. They're still playing a really good team.
They're just playing a pretty good team.
At least they put some points up this time. Ralph didn't throw that many picks.
Exactly. They forced a turnover on a tip ball that the Ball Hawks tried to pitch back. Like they were competing. It wasn't like the team we played.
Right.
The team we played was just kind of
going through the motions.
Like they were they were kind of just sleepwalking through it. So, but that was good to see them wake up, though. So I don't want to see them
for him. Yeah,
go like
I wanted Ralph to get out the corner.
But he said he needs one more game. He said it at the field.
Okay.
He's not out the corner yet. He needs one more game.
All right.
One more game.
One more game to get out the corner.
All right.
He said that was his warm-up game.
That's a step in the right direction.
Let's do the power rankings.
He said he's playing defense against the Braves.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That's what he said.
With crutches and shit. Like, get that out of here,
wheelchair.
Ralph. Stop it, Ralph.
I hope he does.
So do I. I would love to see it.
Is he gonna watch film for that game?
I know. I think he needs to put the film down.
All right, let's do our power rankings and then we'll go from there. All right.
So first I got Rock Bottom number 1 and Prospects number 2. Because to me, Rock Bottom hasn't lost yet. Prospects still have a little work to put in before I can put them above Rock Bottom.
No, they got to beat Rock Bottom, dude.
Right, before I can put them above them. Now number 3 is it Steel City or is it Camden?
Steel City. What did you say,
Steel
John?
City lost to Rock Bottom. Camden hasn't lost, or Camden lost to the Prospect. So which one is more of a? I had Steel City, but.
Who was Steel City's win over?
Who'd they beat this past? Washington Township.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's keep Camden at 3.
And Camden beat us. I would keep Camden at 3.
Yeah, I would say Camden at 3. Yeah, I agree. Steel City at 4.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I would have to say it. I'm gonna say it.
The Ravagers.
I'm gonna put the Ravagers at number fucking 5.
Yeah. They deserve it.
I'm gonna put the Ravagers at number 5.
Then we're putting the Braves.
Ravagers,
then the Braves, then Ballhawks. Then
GC Irish is 2-0.
Yeah, GC Irish.
Shit, I forgot, but they struggled with the Balboas. I know they were missing guys.
Yeah, but they didn't have anybody.
I know, but hey, it changes every week.
So
we're about to get to it right now. Second, after this, we got a couple more picks. So I'm just letting you know. All right, go ahead. So we're gonna go Phillips Stakes.
Yeah, I got Ballhawks, GC Irish, Phillips Stakes.
All right.
There we get to number 10. So we got Savages, Ravens, Panthers, Balboa, Washington Township, and the Sloth.
Sloth.
All right.
Oh,
so
Sloth. I better than all this.
Sloth.
Then the Savages.
Are the Savages
have been hanging in there. I mean, they've only given up they haven't given up that many points. Like they've been hanging in there.
What was their score last week?
6-7.
What was their score yesterday?
Against GC Irish. 6-7. 7-6. GC Irish against GC Irish.
Yeah, and then yesterday.
No. That was the Balboas. Yeah, that was. The
Balboas. 28-6 against Phillips Stakes.
20-6.
Let's pause right now and go to number 16. Who's the worst team in the league?
Washington Township.
Would you say Washington Township?
Yes, and then Balboa.
No. Hybrids.
What were the Ravens' 2 scores?
Yeah.
I don't think the Ravens were very competitive in their game.
Oh yeah, the Ravens either.
Yeah, the Ravens lost 40-6, and then the Prospects, and then they lost 31-12 to the Sloths.
Yeah, so they've given up like 70-something points in 2 games.
I would have to put the Hybrids probably in last place because they just lost 40-0 to Rock Bottom.
Yeah,
I know they just started.
You have to put the Hybrids right there.
Then it would have to be Township.
Yeah, the Washington
they
Township.
Just lost 48-6.
Yeah.
Then Balboa. Then we got.
You gonna put the Ravens ahead of the Balboas, even though they.
Either the Ravens or the Panthers.
We got the Ravens and the Panthers.
Yeah, I would say.
I would put the Balboas ahead of the Ravens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would too. They were competitive in their last game. The Ravens haven't been yet.
Yeah, I would put the Balboas ahead of the Ravens.
So we'll put Balboas up here ahead of the Panthers and the Ravens.
I don't know about putting them ahead of the Panthers, though. The Panthers have beat the Balboas. Yeah, so we'll put the Balboas at 13, the Panthers at 12.
All right. So week 2 power rankings. We got Rock Bottom number 1, Prospects number 2, Camden number 3, Steel City number 4, Ravagers number 5, Braves number 6, Ballhawks number 7, GC Irish number 8, Phillips Stakes number 9, Sloth 10, Savages 11, Panthers 12, Balboas 13, Ravens 14, Washington Township 15, and the Hybrids 16.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I can live with that. Because this isn't the
official
the regular. That's not the regular hybrids from last season or 2 seasons
and
ago.
it is their first game too.
Yeah.
I mean, they got shut out by no team,
that was like a scrimmage for them to see what they had.
Right.
They were going to make adjustments.
They were going against Rock Bottom. They were going against Rock Bottom.
They had some new players on their team that they've never played with before.
Kevin's on that team. As long as you have Kevin and Tony Jones, Eric's on that team.
Right, and Eric went over from the Panthers. Like all those Patriots guys left the Panthers and went.
Yeah.
They just got to get their vibe down and
get some chemistry. They got some good players. Just get it together and then they can go from there.
Oh, yeah.
They'll move up.
You can't come out against a team like Rock Bottom and try to decide who's going to play offense and defense.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Yeah. And Tony's playing with receivers he's never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And actually, Tony Jones Jr. was playing both sides of the ball. He was on offense and defense.
Wow.
I
never
actually,
played
they were short. They only had like 7 players there. They had 6 for the longest time, and one extra guy came like in the middle of the second quarter. So they were short guys. They didn't really have any extra on the sideline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did talk to Eric, and he said they're going to have more guys, so that's good.
All right, that's a good thing.
He said they'll have enough to keep it going. Yeah, it's just, they had to start. Basically, they came back into the league on like a Wednesday, and they had a game on Sunday. So they just had to make sure they had enough to show up on Sunday. Well, I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah.
That's like everybody else's first practice show up. It's like when you get together in late July and say, okay, we're going to practice, and you get the 8 guys out there.
Yeah, and they're basically coming off a bye and, everything else. Like, it was a thrown together team.